Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Portland Riverhogs. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Here we go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll run it here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this offense takes the ball to the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Try the ground game here with the running back.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Off play action. Harris. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Harris. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding some room in midfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Harris now throwing on 4th down. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got room. A gain of 32 that time. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Harris. Left side here to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go now. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Harris throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Harris to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw. Harris. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Leopard. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
To throw is Harris. Operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now let's go. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Harris. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Harris now throwing on third and long. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on? How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, the spin. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And here's Harris throwing to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set!
Looking to throw. Harris escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun!
Harris From the gun, he'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hey. Watch you now, Barney. Hot! Watch you now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Harris to throw on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
They'll try and throw for it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped. the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they try the right side here. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Now a handoff working right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And now back out. Comes the offense.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone!
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set! Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Taylor. Throwing again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. It doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Four down. Check. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. It's just me and you.
Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Flex round. Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. What? 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Here's Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Taylor. Inside here to Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination.
And I think the ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go! 190! 190!
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for our visitors, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons.